Hi, I'm Sven the Merchant, and this is the continuing saga of the Duc de Berry belt pouch. So today we're taking the strapped leather we made with the strap cutter, and we're going to actually add a belt buckle. On the actual belt purse, we've got both a strap coming from the back and one from the flap, and it's closed with a belt buckle. To actually put the belt buckle, let's see, one of those, a little tongue, on the actual piece of leather, we need to make that flap quite flat. So I've got some water in a mug, so we're going to soak that in there for a bit. And I don't think I'm going to melt. Well, we'll have to improvise. So that's got a bit of water in it. Let's turn you down to the work surface. Everyone can see that. So don't do this at home, boys and girls. You didn't see anything. So let's close that over so it's nice and flat. We need to make a little hole with a pair of a punch. So we're going to stick that punch in the center, click, give it a bit of a twist, and now we've got a hole in the center there. So what happens is we thread that through this belt buckle, put the little tongue in the hole, it says it's only a small one. And we pull that through so it sits like that. Okay. Is that the way we want it? Yeah, that'll do. Now, there's a number of ways we can close this off. So, we're going to use some waxed linen thread to sew a square. Just mark out a centimetre square hole. So we need to stick that through with the awl so that we can put the needle through it. Okay, make sure that's in place. We need to set up the needles. So we're going to do a saddle stitch. Need about that much, about 30 centimetres, 12 inches, around about that. We're going to find some needles with nice big eyes because this is a reasonably thick wax linen. Okay, we'll twist it round so it doesn't come off. Now we need to put a needle on the other end. So that's through there and twist. That'll help it stay in place. Okay, let's start this off. comes through. About halfway. Always send the needle to the next hole. About halfway. And we go back the other way with the other one. Try not to go through the thread already there. We pull that tight. Okay, so you can see that. Okay. I'm going around this way. Yeah, that's good. Pull that through. Next needle with the same hole but going back the other way. And pull it tight. And then good to go to the next hole. It only needs to be big enough to take the needles. One and two. So we're going back to the first hole. Just make it sure it's big enough, because the leather does close over. And through there. Pull that tight. One of the other ones. And the other needle goes back the other way. Now, I'm going to do a knot on the others. This is the outside that you're going to see. So we're going to go one more stitch. I have to give that a bit of a help because it's probably closed over by now. That goes through. So we've got two needles and threads on both on the back. Take the needles off. And we do a reef knot or a box knot. So one over the other and through the hole, and that's virtually a half hitch. We give it a nice good pull, and we do another half hitch, which makes a reef knot. And there we go. Pull it nice and tight. So that's what it looks like on that side. That's what it looks on that side. Okay. We could just snip it off, but I like to give it a bit of glue. You can just use any glue. This is Fletchlight for arrow making. Okay. Puts a bit of a dab on that. Then we let that dry. And once it's dry, we'll snip off the excess, and that's ready to go. So if we're coming back the other way, I'll just use, this is an example, making sure not to get glue on myself. There you go. So that's a working belt buckle, ready to go. So thank you. Be kind to yourself and others, and have a safe one.